that we are honored that Egypt is hosting it this year. Honestly, the last committee was 3 years ago in 2022. In the beginning, allow me, on behalf of the Egyptian population, to welcome Mrs. Sara Zafarani, the President of the Tunisian government, in her second home, Egypt, and to transfer on behalf of Egypt as a leadership and the government and the population the full appreciation to our brothers in Tunisia, and our greetings of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, the President of Egypt, to his counterpart, the President Qais Said, the President of Tunisia, and the appreciation to His Excellency and the full support of Egypt to Tunisia for all the efforts exerted by Mr. President of Tunisia in the development of Tunisia and supporting the stability of Tunisia, achieving development in huge projects belongs to Tunisia, and the Tunisian government is keen on executing it. Today this committee is launched, and yesterday there was preparations and organization between ministers. There were bilateral meetings on the level of ministers to today achieve what we did of signing a number of memorandum of understandings regarding some mutual projects to benefit from them, both countries. And honestly, yesterday we were honored, the country of Mrs. Sara Zafarani and me, and also a number of ministers, to meet Mr. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, who was keen to transfer his greetings to President Qais Said and to confirm the support of Egypt to Tunisia. And we discussed many issues and files that are mutual between the two countries on bilateral level concerning the relations, the economic and political and diplomatic relations, and also we tackled files, the regional files that occupy the interests of both countries, and the Palestinian question on top of them, and what's going on now of escalating events rapidly. And we all confirmed the support of Egypt and also Tunisia to the Palestinian question and the right of the Palestinian people to have its independent state on the borders of 4th July 67, Jerusalem as its capital. We worked together. There was an agreement to support this fair right, also take in consideration the violation that's happening also in Gaza Strip. The whole world is moving to solve this humanitarian question and to know that there is no solution of the stability of the region and the Middle East except by the independent state of Palestine. The establishment of the Palestinian country is very important, and Egypt and Tunisia are supporting this right. Also, we tackled the issue of Libya. There was a full agreement of the necessity of the stability and unity of Libya, and that the solution should happen without any intervention of any external side, and the support of Libya to execute their rights of the parliament and all it takes to achieve stability of Libya. Also, we tackled the relations, economic relations. We also agreed that the amount of mutual trade doesn't fulfill the needs and interests of both countries, and the potential of both countries are huge, and they can make the amount of this mutual trade double in the next 2 years. And the goal is for this to happen, that all assigned ministers work in this and also encourage the private sector to establish and strengthen the relations between them and to have mutual cooperations and partnerships so that we have mutual investments in Egypt and Tunisia, and to achieve this goal, and this to be a base of targeting the African markets, as both countries have a strong existence, as Tunisia and Egypt have a strong existence in Africa, as we complete each other in this field. We did what it takes to facilitate these procedures. We also witnessed together the signing of a number of memorandum of understandings in different fields, whether in health sector, youth and sports, economic development, investments, and also enhancing the environment of investment and external trade. But at the end, the burden lies on the ministers on both sides to follow the execution of these projects, as I have agreed with Mrs. Sara to activate these agreements. And after this press conference, there will be a forum of the cooperation, the Egyptian-Tunisian cooperation. Businessmen will attend it from both sides to confirm this direction and also to encourage the private sector in both sides to maximize the trade rate between two countries. Once again, Mrs. Sara, welcome in your second home, Egypt, and all our wishes for you to proceed and the appreciation of the efforts exerted, the green Tunisia that is very dear to Egypt. Welcome once again. In the name of Allah, I start with a huge thanks to Mr. Mustafa Madbouly, the Prime Minister, and all the team with him in the delegation for the well hosting. I had the honor yesterday to meet Mr. President Abdel Fattah Sisi. I transferred to him the greetings and all statements of appreciation from his brother and counterpart, President of Tunisia, Qais Said, and His Excellency, the President of Egypt, Mr. Abdel Fattah Sisi. He also transferred his greetings to the President of Tunisia, and he valued his efforts in the economic development, and we are making the best use of this base of the leaders of both countries, Mr. Abdel Fattah Sisi and Mr. Qais Said, to make use this base and strengthen the bilateral relations, especially the economic relationships. They are brotherly relationships between both countries, and with the political will and leadership between both countries in the future, especially when it comes to investments. The potential are there. They both enjoy huge potentials, huge resources that could be used and allocated. We have investors from private sector that are working in Tunisia and Egypt. They are working together, making partnerships with a strong existence of Tunisia in West Africa, and also Egypt. They are both making partnerships in Africa, Tunisia and Egypt. We are trying with a number of meetings in Tunisia and Egypt between ministers and experts. There was a dynamic work that was done on a daily basis. This should be especially the economic relationships with the Prime Minister, Dr. Mustafa Madbouly. In the near future, we have to work more. Today we have an opportunity to sign a number of memorandum of understandings in fields that with a economic and social dimension, but it is still important to work on ground to unify the efforts to serve more, and also to increase the rate of trade between two countries to the esteemed level, especially with the balance. I would like to thank the Egyptian delegation for the efforts exerted in this period of time, and also the Tunisian delegation that worked for a very long time, and the ambassador of Tunisia in Egypt. The ambassador of Egypt in Tunisia, both of them worked to prepare for this edition. This 18th Tunisian-Egyptian Supreme Business Committee to strengthen the cooperation between Egypt and Tunisia, and I am sure and willing, I am assured by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and by Dr. Mustafa Madbouly, the Prime Minister, that in the next period of time the work will be more when it comes to the economic relations between Egypt and Tunisia, when it comes to the Middle East and all files with mutual concern that we have explored with my brother Dr. Mustafa Madbouly, and also yesterday with President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. Issues, especially the Palestinian question, always Tunisia refuses the displacement, and we share the same position as Egypt. We share the same position. We refuse displacement. We are keen. We confirm the right of Palestinians. We reconfirm our position that Palestinians have the right to regain every part of Palestine and have their independence, staying on Palestine completely with sovereignty, with the Jerusalem as its capital. This is our position. We work together with Egypt. We value its role that it's playing on the ground, and we know the position of President Qais Said when it comes to the Palestinian question. Our position is strong and solid with Palestinians to regain their rights, and also the approachments we see in rapid escalations in the whole world, and also the Arab region especially, which makes us think about more approachments, new approachments, regardless the traditional approachments, which fulfills unity of Arabs. And today this puts an obligation that we unify and put new approachments, and we see even populations they require, and they are astonished about the humanitarian question, and the populations want a new world that is more just and fair. Rights are returned to their people. On top of this is the Palestinian question. When it comes to the Libyan question, Tunisia's opinion is always clear. We have all to work on this, on Libya, so that the solution should be Libyan without any external intervention, so that they can be enabled to solve their own problems. The population, we share the same position. We help them, so that we have solidarity with them, so that they have Libyan solutions. As it's said in all events, international, and that Libya should solve its own problems. Sometimes it finds itself as victims in crises that it did not start. They are victims, but it means that populations should solve their own problems and avoid any foreign interventions in their issues and their crises until the populations end them. They describe them a, a developing country, and they can fulfill their goals despite the unfair economic system, which puts an obligation on all population to serve according to the available choices. Egypt is clear when it comes to the directives of President Qais Said. We support the national choices without any foreign intervention. All countries should save its sovereignty and refuse all interventions of foreigners. I wish you health, and I reconfirm my thanks, and I thank Egypt for all the efforts that was done with us to make this forum succeed, and I wish you success. And this economic forum, there are investments and experts from the private sector, from the Tunisian and Egyptian side, because investments are increasing in Tunisia, also Egypt, and we're looking forward to increasing them in Africa. Economic development, private sector in Tunisia or in Egypt, we would like to support them so they work more in the next period of time, more investments in